y'all, this is Marley K. Hope y'all are well. I got to bring this story to y'all because the jokes keep writing themselves about this administration. How do you make crime bills? You claim to be tough on crime. You done locked our people up for drugs. And you get found with cocaine in the White House library. Your administration got cocaine in the White House. Cocaine. I ain't even getting ready to start on the sun. But the irony. Y'all is not finna be mocked, y'all. What are the odds that the person who claims to be tough on crime, tough on drugs, come up with the 3 strikes? And look at what has happened to him and his administration in his going on 3-year presidency. What are the odds? Let's get into this story. It's on the New York Post website, also on Microsoft Start. Came out yesterday at 10:11 a.m. Yesterday was July 4th. Substance found in White House library test positive for cocaine. The unknown item that forced a brief evacuation of the White House Sunday night and drew a hazmat team from Washington, D.C. Fire and EMS to the executive mansion initially tested positive for cocaine, according to a dispatch call made that evening. We have a yellow bar stating cocaine hydrochloride, a D.C. firefighter stated in a radio communication at 8:49 p.m. on Saturday. Bag it up and take it out, the firefighter told the hazmat team. The white powdery substance was found in the residence's library, according to the dispatch call. The Secret Service told the Post the agency does not comment on an active investigation and declined to comment further. So somebody is getting high at the White House. There is cocaína at the Blanco house. Oh, I swear. Can't make this stuff up, y'all. Cannot make it up. The unknown item that forced a short evacuation of the White House Sunday night and a hazmat team response from Washington, D.C. Fire and EMS was discovered to be cocaine. Getty Images. So I don't know if this was the stuff or not. It just says substance found in the White House library test positive for cocaine. So I'm assuming this must be the picture of stuff. That's a whole lot of drugs. That's what I know. Somebody was getting their Christina Aguilera on. We have a yellow bar stating hydrochloride. A DC firefighter stated in a radio communication that shared the results of a test at 8:49 p.m. on Sunday. Getty Images iStock photo. So I guess it's just a stock photo. Secret Service spokesman Anthony Guglielmi, I don't know, excuse me for butchering that name, told the Washington Post that more tests will be conducted to confirm that the substance is in fact cocaine. President Biden was at Camp David at the time of the incident. Well, who have access to the presidential library? That's what I want to know, in the White House. Authorities are now trying to determine how the substance got into the White House after a Secret Service agent found the powder during a routine sweep of the premises. First son Hunter Biden, 53, who has acknowledged a prior addiction to crack cocaine, was on the White House grounds Friday before heading to Camp David with his father for the holiday weekend. They returned to Washington Tuesday morning. Oh, my word. Oh, child. The scandals. First son, Hunter Biden, 53, whose addiction to crack cocaine has been widely reported, was on the White House grounds Friday before heading off to Camp David with his father for the weekend. I don't know why this article is repeating stuff, but it is. Rumors circulated in April that the first son may have also been living at the White House for a time to avoid being served by the mother of his love child. Oh, child. Sounds so ghetto and black to me. But anywho, rumors circulated in April that the first son may have been crashing at the White House for a time to avoid being served with court papers by the mother of his love child. In his memoir, Beautiful Things, Hunter detailed his years-long battle with cocaine addiction, which he said intensified after the death of his brother Bo in 2015. Many photos, text messages, and other communications revealing his cocaine abuse ended up on the first son's now infamous laptop, including recently surfaced images of Hunter smoking crack behind the wheel of his car in a residential Arlington, Virginia neighborhood in the summer of 2018. In his memoir, Beautiful Things, I think this is the same thing being repeated, but that's the picture. Ooh-wee. Recently, images surfaced. Oh, this is the same thing. I don't know why it's repeating, but anyway. Last month, the first son reached a probation-only plea deal with the Justice Department for tax misdemeanors and entered into a pretrial diversion agreement for lying on a federal gun purchase form about his drug use. If a judge approves, Hunter Biden will likely serve 2 years of probation and be barred from owning a firearm again. He must also remain sober. So, with that said, y'all, why is cocaine in the White House? In the residence's library. So if it's in the library, it got to belong to a family member or a worker or a Secret Service agent. Somebody doing drugs. Somebody is doing drugs. I think they need to welfare test the people who work at the White House. Like they want to test people to make sure they're not using drugs who get welfare. Well, if you're a public servant, you might as well say you get welfare too, because taxpayers pay your salary. So why shouldn't you be subjected to substance abuse tests as well for your job? I'm just saying, y'all, this is wild. Do y'all know this is the epitome of a failed state, a declining empire? There's no reason, but when this is all over, nobody is going to respect this country. Let me tell you, it's just hypocrisy all up and through this nation. And then we out here trying to tell people to be democratic and follow rules. Like, what is wrong with people in this country? It's a shame. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm ashamed for us. It ain't my country, but I'm living here. And it's an embarrassment. This is embarrassing. White House library tests positive for cocaine substances in the library, y'all. Who reading and smoking crack? Who's reading and snorting lines? Who is doing this? Say, and leaving their drugs. And why are the people who work there and clean up ain't touching them? I bet them people who work at the White House residence, they got some stories to tell. Anywho, I just thought I would share that with y'all. The irony of tough on crime, Mr. Crime Bill, don't like Yasharel. Everything that he put on us is coming back on him. All the humiliation and degradation and disrespect that he put on our people, it's coming back on him and his family. So, like the old folks say, you can't beat God. You can't beat him. And he will not be mocked. And you're not going to touch his chosen people. You might get away for a little while, but eventually the tide is going to turn. And this is a classic example. So for my brothers and sisters who, have been dealing with family members who have been tied up in limbo with this system because our oppressors are cruel and they hate us, this is a lesson of treating people the way that you want to be treated so that you don't have to worry about this type of vengeance. This is a lesson in when you touch Yah's anointed, his chosen people, you'll be punished, you'll be humiliated, and you will reap all you've sown. It is not a coincidence that the very thing that he put on us is now coming back on him. And I'm a firm believer in what goes around comes around. So this is one of those times. That's why I don't go around treating people any kind of way. I don't gloat at people's misery. And this is not a gloating type of message. This is a look at Yah showing us that he's still working. He's still working. He ain't sleep. And so that is what we need to keep in mind. He sees everything. He knows everything. He loves us. He's going to protect us. And he is going to repay our enemies for what they have done to us. I know a lot of people love Democrats, and they tend to think that Democrats are somehow better than Republicans. But when you go back through history and look at all the things that the Democratic Party has done to harm Black people, there ain't no difference. They're the same party, different name. When it comes to being anti-Black, they on the same page. When it comes to making sure we are oppressed, they're on the same page. When it comes to their trickery, they're on the same page. But understand, y'all ain't sleep. And he gonna show us little signs to let us know that he's not asleep. So the irony of this story and the track record of Papa, it speaks for themselves. So y'all keep your head up. Understand that we are light. We are to move like we are light. We are to treat each other like we're light. We are to respect all people regardless of their socioeconomic status and standing in society, because you don't ever know when you entertaining angels. You don't ever know when you are entertaining Yah's chosen. And you do not want to have any curses put upon you because you are mistreating Yah's chosen. Just like it goes for the Gentiles, it goes for us too. Treat your brothers and sisters with respect in accordance to Yah's laws, statutes, and commandments, because if you don't, there is a price to pay. And I'm a firm believer in treating people the way that I want to be treated, because I don't want no curses, and I don't want no judgment. I got enough stuff I have to deal with for the stuff that I've done in my life. So I'm not trying to mistreat nobody and have nothing else added onto to my baggage. So do the right thing, people, and know that Yah is watching at all times. We don't ever know when he's going to come through with his wrath or vengeance or retribution or recompense. So the only way to avoid it is to live the way that he told us to live. Obey those laws, statutes, and commandments, and do it happily, because you could be on the receiving end of what's to come. All right, y'all. This is Marla K. Please like, share this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also, continue to pray, repent, seek the Most High for wisdom on how to live during these last wicked days. Pray over your body, your spirit, and your soul, because it's going to be hard for us not to want to seek retribution or be bitter at the things that people are going to do to us and the things that people say to us and say about us. Come out of this system and be set apart, because it's the only way we're going to make it. But it's okay to look back and see what people have done to us and how they've said things to us, and see how the Most High works on our behalf, because he does. I'm a firm believer in that. Might not know everything, but he's watching. He's not asleep. All right, y'all. This is Marla K. Love y'all, and I'm out.